Misspilar here. So I just wanted to make a video on telling people, like when people are questioning themselves and they don't know if they can do it, I always say, oh my god, yes you can, because my friend, we all studied in Spain and we studied Spanish. I've been there for 2 years, so that's more than most of the people that I met there. They were only there for 4 months, maybe a year at the most. And some of them came to Spain like to really learn Spanish. And I have this one, she was actually my flatmate, and she learned everything that I learned in 2 years. And she was only there for 4 months, and she was speaking like how I did at that point, and I just want to say it's like, you shouldn't care what anyone says. Like, I was there firsthand and I saw that you worked your ass off and you studied, and granted it may not be perfect compared to other people, but you're really, I think, you worked your ass off and you did a really good job, and you can speak as better than I can probably. I mean, the only reason I think that I never, was really good at the whole Spanish thing is because for about a year and, in and out of months, I was like, fuck Spanish, I don't want to learn this. Like, I totally blocked everything out. I didn't talk to anybody. I felt like I was mute for like a year. But yeah, I really just didn't want anything to do with it at all, But then I started like seeing things, how it, helped, and I could talk to people that I've never talked to before, and so I kind of got interested. So I think that's why I've learned as much as I did, but I still don't think I'm perfect, because I still kind of was like, nah, I don't want to talk to anybody. But there were certain people that I would talk to, but they would always come, once in a while. Like my own family members, I met my cousins for the first time, ever, and I had to speak to them in Spanish because they don't know English, And when I first met them, I loved them so much, and they didn't even know a word of English. And I was like, wow, through that whole barrier of language, I can still like love you, like you're so funny, and I don't know, it was just crazy. It's like having a silent conversation with somebody, and it's just awesome. So when I learned Spanish and I saw them again for the second time, I was like, oh my god, we can talk, like I know who you are now. Before it was all, I had no idea what you were saying, dude, and now I did. And it was just like a really exciting moment for me, and that's when I was like, oh okay, I kind of like Spanish. And that didn't even happen until like December, and that was already my second year. So it was just crazy, because I had met them the year before during Christmas, and I still was like, fuck Spanish, but I told them like, oh, it's still my first time. It was because, when I met them, it was the first time I was starting like at the university, so I didn't know anything then. But then I saw them a year later, and being at Salamanca, you kind of just like learn Spanish. I had really good teachers, so even though I didn't want to learn all the time, I had like really nice teachers, and people in my class were kind of nice. But then eventually, as the year went down, the students kind of sucked. But my teachers, all of them, I've loved every single teacher I had at Salamanca. They were really nice, and obviously they didn't speak English, and you wanted to talk to them, so that was cool. And my host parents, except for my second one, she was awful. My other two, they were pretty good, and I had to obviously speak to them in Spanish. So, but I'm just rambling here, but sorry. So I'm just gonna go now, since I don't even know what I'm talking about. I started off with something and then I end with something else, but yet it's still in the same circle somehow. But yet I'm just crazy. But thanks for watching if you did, and I will see you later.